She said it quietly, almost like a confession she was tired of explaining. Men don't like single moms. The words hung in the air between them, heavy and final, as if she had already accepted the ending before the story even began. She didn't see his reaction yet, but if she had, she might have realized that sometimes, the most powerful moments begin when someone refuses to agree with your pain. Before we continue, if stories like this touch your heart and remind you that kindness still exists, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us share more real, emotional stories like this with you. Her name was Sarah. She was 32, a single mother to a 5-year-old boy named Adam, and exhaustion had become her second skin. Life hadn't turned out the way she once imagined. After a broken marriage and years of raising her son alone, she learned to protect herself with low expectations. Dating felt pointless. Every time she mentioned she had a child, the interest faded. The smiles stiffened. The conversations ended. So she stopped hoping. She met him, Daniel, in the most ordinary way, at a small neighborhood cafe where she worked part-time after her full-time job. He was polite, patient, and unlike most customers, he actually listened. Over weeks of casual conversations, something gentle grew between them. Not romance yet, just warmth. Safety. The kind that scares you when you've been hurt before. One evening, after closing, they sat at a corner table, sharing leftover pastries. The topic turned personal, as it always does when two lonely people begin to trust. Sarah told him about Adam. About the nights she cried quietly so her son wouldn't hear. About how she felt invisible, not just as a woman, but as a person. Then she said it. Men don't like single moms. She expected the usual response. Awkward silence. Polite reassurance. Maybe a quick change of subject. What she didn't expect was Daniel to look at her like she had just insulted something sacred. He leaned forward and said, calmly but firmly, "That's not true. Weak men don't. Insecure men don't. But real men? Real men don't run from responsibility. They respect it." Sarah laughed nervously, assuming he was just being kind. But his eyes didn't joke. They were steady, almost protective. He told her about his own childhood, raised by a single mother who worked 3 jobs and still found time to read him stories at night. He said the strongest person he ever knew was her. "You're not less than because you're a mother," he continued. "You're more. You've already proven you can love selflessly." Those words cracked something open inside her. Still, fear didn't disappear overnight. When Daniel asked her out, she hesitated. When he offered to meet Adam, she panicked. She had been disappointed too many times to trust easily. The real test came one rainy afternoon when Adam fell sick, and Sarah had to cancel plans at the last minute. She braced herself for annoyance. For distance. Instead, Daniel showed up with soup, medicine, and a small toy car. He didn't rush. He didn't complain. He sat on the floor and built a tiny road with Adam, laughing like he had all the time in the world. In that moment, Sarah realized something powerful. Love isn't proven by grand promises, it's shown in quiet consistency. Months passed. Challenges didn't vanish. There were difficult conversations, tired days, moments of doubt. But Daniel stayed. Not because he was perfect, but because he chose to be present. He never made Sarah feel like her past was a burden. He treated her story with respect. One night, as Sarah watched Daniel help Adam with homework, she remembered her old words, "Men don't like single moms." This time, she smiled. Because she finally understood the truth. The right person doesn't fear your past. He honors it. He doesn't see a single mom as someone to avoid, but as someone strong enough to build a future with. If this story moved you, please like and subscribe. And remember, your value is not reduced by what you've survived. Sometimes, the love you think is impossible is just waiting for you to stop believing the lie.